Watch what happens to your throat when you snore.
People say, just use nose strips, try pillows, get a CPAP. But I found something better. This is what your throat looks like when you're snoring. You want to take that from this to this. Nose strips? Nose strips do a great job of opening up your nasal passages. But it's not your nose that's the problem. It's your throat. What about pillows? I have 3. One for my legs, one to hold, and one for my head. Problem is, you could sleep with a dozen pillows. They still won't help you fix the real reason why you snore, your blocked throat. CPAPs for snoring, in my opinion, you either love them or you hate them. Me? I really couldn't stand mine. It left marks on my face, messed up my hair, and made me snore even worse. So how did I stop snoring? It's all her fault. Yeah, her. She's the one showing people how to silence snoring at home in less than 60 seconds. Watch this.
I'll be honest, I'm a woman who snores, and at first I thought it was just my weight or my stuffy nose, but I was wrong. At first my husband joked about these purr sounds I was making, but they just got louder, and pretty soon playful teasing turned into separate bedrooms. I felt guilty about it, but what really got me down was just how wiped out I felt all the time. I would sleep 7 or 8 hours at night and still wake up drained, and most mornings my head was pounding. Sometimes my throat felt so dry and sore that it hurt to swallow. I was drinking so much coffee that I could feel my heart racing. And every time I sat down, I started dozing off. My house was a mess. I stopped saying yes to plans, and all I was doing was living for my next nap. So I tried everything to fix it. From wedge pillows, to nasal sprays, to nose strips, humidifiers, you name it, I tried it, but nothing helped. And as much as I would hate it, I almost went to a CPAP machine. I was just desperate to get my energy back. I sincerely thought my life was falling apart. Then one day I was driving my grandkids to the movies, exhausted as usual, and I ended up dozing off at the light and running out into the intersection. Thank God the cars around me blared their horns and jolted me awake. My heart was pounding out of my chest and I was sick to my stomach. That was my final straw. So the minute I got home, I made an appointment with an ENT, and what he told me actually changed everything. He said that snoring, especially in women, usually has nothing to do with weight or getting older, and has nothing to do with your nose. It actually happens when your jaw relaxes and falls back while you're sleeping, and it pulls that tongue back with it, blocking your airway. So when air tries to pass through that narrow passage, it creates tissue vibrations that we call snoring. That's why nose strips and those fancy pillows never worked. He even showed me a diagram, and it actually shows how narrow the airway gets when you snore. That also meant that I wasn't getting enough oxygen while I slept, which explained why I was so bone tired all day long. So instead of resting for 8 hours, your body is actually stuck in survival mode, trying to breathe all night. He explained how most women don't do anything about their snoring problems because they never realize how dangerous it can be until it's too late. But he warned me if I don't do something about my snoring, it could eventually lead to some serious health problems. So he brought up CPAP machines, but thank God he said that they're not the best option for those who have non-apnea snoring like me. He said that, first of all, they're uncomfortable, they're suffocating, and they're noisy, which makes it even harder to fall asleep. And did you know that CPAP machines, all they do is force air down your throat? They don't actually address the underlying reason and causes for your snoring. That's when he recommended an MAD instead. This is a custom-made mouth guard that gently holds your jaw in the right position while you sleep and keeps your airway open, which means no snoring, better sleep, and more energy. They're actually much more comfortable than CPAPs and actually fix the root cause of the problem. They're also discreet, so you can travel with them and no one even has to know you have one unless you tell them. I thought I'd finally gotten to the bottom of this whole thing, but there was a catch. You have to actually see 3 different specialists and have multiple appointments and fittings to get this thing. I mean, that could take months. And it costs $2,000 because insurance doesn't cover it. And if you don't like it, no refunds. I didn't have thousands of dollars lying around, and after that driving incident with my grandkids, I needed something that would work now.
So I went on Amazon and ordered some cheaper mouthpieces, but it was a disaster. You had to actually boil them and try to mold them yourself. And one of them tasted like chemicals, and turns out it's made of toxic plastics. Plus, they were huge and uncomfortable. You couldn't even adjust them. They forced my mouth closed and hurt my teeth. And to be honest, I was so tired and ready to completely give up.
But then I found an article about a company called Quiet Lab. This Italian startup went viral because it created a mouthpiece that's just as good as the custom ones. And this is the thing, it costs way less and you can use it right out of the box. The Quiet Lab Pro mouthpiece gently keeps your jaw forward while you sleep, and this keeps your airway open, making it physically impossible to snore. So you can actually get restorative sleep and wake up energized. At first I thought, yeah, right, what's the catch? I had already tried so many things, but then I saw that it was backed by sleep doctors, cleared by the FDA, FDA, and over 350,000 people were already using it. And many of them were women, which is important because most snoring products are designed for men. Plus, they had a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if it didn't work, I could always get my money back. I had nothing to lose at this point, so I gave it a shot, and I'm so glad I did. First of all, you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on it, and you don't have to wait months for it to be custom made. The QuietLab Pro was designed by a top orthodontist who spent over 20 years designing MADs. And what makes it different is their adaptive fit technology. The QuietLab engineers designed the mouthpiece so you can adjust it in two different ways. First, you can adjust how forward your jaw sits, and this is important because the more your jaw advances forward, the more it's going to open up your airways. It's got 25 different settings, so you can adjust it to fit your mouth perfectly. You just pull, attach the tray to fit your bite, pop it in, and you're all done. Second, it fits the width of your mouth just right, which means it's comfortable no matter what your bite size is. It's thinner than a credit card, and the medical grade material is so soft that you'll barely feel it. And it's the only mouthpiece that allows you to open and close your mouth while you're wearing it. You can talk and drink water with it in. But the best part is how well it works. That first night I tried it, deep, silent sleep, no snoring. My husband said he woke up several times in the night to check on me just to make sure I was actually breathing. And for the first time in months, I actually woke up feeling refreshed, like I had actually rested. I almost teared up because I actually forgot how great it feels not to be bone tired. I wasn't dragging through my day like I was before. No fatigue, no headaches, no dry mouth. I didn't even think about taking a nap once. Now I can keep up with the house and go out and have a good time with my friends. And I'm back to driving my grandkids around without any worries. Slowly but surely, I'm starting to feel like myself again. Really full of energy, and I'm not the only one. There are thousands of women sharing their success stories.
I love this product. I can now sleep with my husband, and it is amazing.
I just wanted to say thank you to QuietLab for a phenomenal product, great customer service, much appreciated, and I look forward to wearing it for many years to come.
Since I started using this mouthpiece, I don't snore anymore. I recommend the QuietLab mouthpiece.
What I like about QuietLab is that they're not just selling a product. They're actually committed to helping people improve their sleep quality, especially women, because for the longest time, all of the sleep studies have been focused on men. That's the kind of company I want to support, you know? And right now they've got a New Year limited discount going on, and I'm not sure how long that's going to last, but you don't want to wait too long. On top of that, they're throwing in a free travel case and a cleaning brush, which I didn't expect, and it's really nice. They usually run about $20 each, so it's a great deal. Oh, and like I said, you've got 30 days to try it out risk-free. And after that time, if you don't like it, you can send it back and get every single penny of your money back. So why wait another night? Tap that button below and finally stop snoring and wake up feeling refreshed and energized again.